And now, please welcome your hosts, the reigning Miss Universe, Harnaz Sandhu, and the executive producer of Miss Universe, Nick Teplitz.
What's up, New Orleans? Welcome, everybody, to the 71st Miss Universe Competition's National Costume Show. Yes, we are coming at you live from the Ernest N. Morial Convention Center in New Orleans, Louisiana.
Nick, what's going on here?
It's the National Costume Show, Harnaz. It's an opportunity for delegates to wear incredible and sometimes outrageous outfits that represent their home countries or cultures.
Yes, I know all of that, but I think we need to talk about the elephant in the room.
Yes, I saw the elephant costume backstage. It's fantastic. I cannot wait for this audience to see it.
No, I'm talking about all this. Well, you do know it's the delegates who dressed up and not us, right?
Of course I know it's the delegates who dress up. I got this off the rack at Zara.
Sure you did. Anyway, tonight, as the delegates walk the runway, Nick and I are going to tell you guys a bit about what they're wearing. We are also going to say a silly rhyme at the end of each costume description because it's become a Miss Universe tradition.
It is, and another Miss Universe tradition, changing the world. And this year's group of transformational leaders are doing just that. Take a look.
People don't really see women as leaders, and that's because women are always, no matter what, very underestimated by everyone.
We are often labeled as not enough. We are said to be a liability. I am evidence that we are able to provide and contribute in spaces that were not traditionally meant for women.
Working in male-dominated fields, it's so important for me to be a figure to young girls and show them that they can achieve anything that they want.
I see myself as a leader within the field of finance, and I'm always so busy working towards my goals. Something that helps me save time is being able to shop on the Lazada app, where I'm able to shop anytime, anywhere.
When a woman menstruates, everyone goes shh in Nepal. And as a leader, I felt like it was my duty to change the scenario in my own country.
Right now, I help my people. Right now, I am voice of my people, and I protect my people.
I want women impacting, influencing, shaping our future.
If we raise our voices together, the chorus cannot be ignored.
Because when we have more women in leadership positions, then they can stand up for our rights.
Thank you, Lazada, for being an incredible sponsor. And thank you to New Orleans for being the ultimate city to host Miss Universe. So what do you say, Harnaz? Are you ready to see some national costumes?
Of course. Let's get to it. The Miss Universe National Costume Competition begins with Albania. This first costume represents the Albanian flag. It's red and black. And the features of the two-headed eagle. The red symbolizes the blood of martyrs who saved the country from invasions, and the eagle represents freedom, strength, and glory. It's never a drag to dress like your flag. In Albania.
Angola. Cowrie shells were once used in Angola as both currency and as important symbols of wealth. This delegate's original costume was a tree, but it was too big to ship to New Orleans, so she went with this one instead. She couldn't mail it, but still managed to nail it. Angola!
Falls are one of the 7 natural wonders of the world. Completely handmade, this creation combines embroidery with crystal rhinestones, beads, and fringe in back. The waterfall is represented by synthetic bows. She's having a ball as a large waterfall. Argentina!
Armenia. This costume brings attention to Armenia's genocidal history, something this delegate's refugee family is all too familiar with. The design shows the resilience and strength of her people, and the white carpet throughout is a call for a peaceful future. When we don't fight, the future is bright in Armenia.
Aruba! This mermaid set is made out of recycled materials used in the Grand Carnival Parade. It celebrates the great work Aruba does with its Ocean Action Plan and the country's return to celebrating Carnival post-COVID. When the pandemic's done, they like to have fun in Aruba!
Australia. This look was inspired by Australian beaches, featuring hand-dyed fabrics. The soft pinks, yellows, and oranges of the sunset bodice cascade into the beautiful ocean blues of the skirt. A goddess headpiece signifies the sun. With the look of a goddess, from headpiece to bodice, it's Australia.
Bahrain. This costume represents the golden celebration of the establishment of Bahrain as a nation. The smallest country in the Middle East is among the richest in the world, with the second highest millionaire destiny on earth. Being covered in gold never gets old. For Bahrain.
Belgium. This costume represents the Belgian window, a window of light that helps astronauts recognize Belgium from space. Cheyenne wants the world to stop using so much electricity because you don't need much light to make yourself visible. Shining bright without much light, it's Belgium.
This costume represents the first and only jaguar reserve in the world, located in the luscious rainforest of Brazil. It's a reminder of the beautiful natural resources found in the Central American nation. Those rainforests reserve, the only jaguar reserve in Belize.
Bhutan. Witness a kingdom steeped in history with a gaze fixed on the future. This is Bhutan's moment of evolution. The country sees a bright future and believes in its ability to shine as a beacon of possibility in the world. The world moves fast, so she's not stuck in the past. Bhutan.
Bolivia. In the mountains of the Bolivian city, Poitiers, lies the world's largest silver deposit that has been mined since the 16th century. Maria's costume features silver plating and coins, paying homage to this region. If you love precious metal, you might want to settle in Bolivia.
Brazil! This goddess of the ocean is half fish, half woman. The pearl on her head is a symbol of the wealth and diversity of Brazil's marine ecosystem. From head to toe, this costume is an ode to Brazilian folklore and faith. Don't you wish you were half fish, like Brazil?
British Virgin Islands. The white cedar is the national flower of the British Virgin Islands. They are often pink and can be found in clusters throughout the spring and summer. The costume have 5 petals highlighted with a yellow splash in the center. She looked like the leader of every white cedar. British Virgin Islands.
Bulgaria! The Bulgarian folk costume varies based on the season and region. Christina is dressed in a modernized white northern costume made of neoprene and carries with her a basket of red roses. There is always a reason to dress up for the season in Bulgaria.
Cambodia. This contemporary design combines prehistoric art of the Funan and Agnorc eras. Based on Buddhist studies, this look represents a goddess who educates people to love humans, animals, and nature. The prehistoric art sets her apart. Cambodia.
Cameroon! Inspired by her country in Central Africa, this costume's baskets represent the nation's agricultural movement. The necklace features Mount Cameroon, a volcano known as the Mountain of the Gods. The crown features her country map and flag colors. She takes no vacation from saluting her nation, Cameroon.
This ruby red costume pays tribute to the Canadian art scene. Institutions like the National Ballet of Canada shines nearly as bright as Amelia, the delegate donning the ensemble. It's okay to enjoy the ballet with Canada.
Cayman Islands. Behold this costume inspired by the blue iguana. From the doorstep of extinction to resurgent existence, the majestic blue iguana is indigenous to the Cayman Islands and represents the resilience of the island's people. This resurgent lizard is a bit of a wizard, Cayman Islands.
Chile. This look was inspired by Chile's Atacama Desert. Once a year, the driest desert in the world is filled with flowers, a rare phenomenon that attracts thousands of tourists. The costume includes multiple flowers and a headdress representing the rising sun. The desert is dry, but her flowers grow high. In Chile.
China. This look is brand new because it does not match the bio, but here's what we got. It was representing yin and yang, two opposite principles in nature. The former feminine, the latter masculine. It is beautiful. She went with red. Instead, it is China.
Feel the strength of the Phoenix Queen, representing a country of beautiful landscapes and breathtaking sunsets. She's emerged from the ashes adorned in 1,100 Swarovski crystals and decorated with beads and features. The beauty and the sun are second to the none. In Colombia.
Keep it going for Costa Rica. Maria is a hummingbird meant to remind us of perseverance, stamina, strength, and tenacity. This costume features a recycled corset and wings as a way to protest against disposable fashion. She preferred to be a recycled bird, Costa Rica.
Croatia. This look was inspired by the traditional costumes of the northern part of Croatia. The region's slogan is "A fairy tale within reach," and their outfit features hand-painted wooden houses and a pollution-free clear blue sky. Cutting out pollution is the ideal solution for Croatia.
Curacao. Meet the fisherman's wife, a woman with a key role in Curaçao's fishing industry. Not only is she the one who prepares the fishing net, she cleans the catch and gets it ready to sell. This delegate is ready to head into town with a basket of fish on her head and by her side. If you're after fish, she'll grant your wish in Curaçao.
Czech Republic. Czech painter Alfonso Mucho was known for a distinctive work of art featuring women with flowers and ornaments. Sarah has been transformed into a goddess based on the worker of this master of art, Nobiu. Being painted with flowers gives her goddess-like powers. Czech Republic.
Dominican Republic. Inspired by her national bird, the palmchat, this costume recognizes the great importance of birds in Dominican culture. The costume was handmade with more than 4,000 silk feathers and biodegradable materials. All that silk feather brings this costume together for Dominican Republic.
Ecuador. This dress highlights Inti Raymi, a religious ceremony celebrating the first day of the new year in the Inca calendar and the Incan Sun King. The transparent dress features feathers and rhinestones. It is sure fun to worship the sun, like Ecuador.
El Salvador. This look represents El Salvador's history of currency. For a long time, cocoa was used, and then the colón, until it was replaced by the US dollar. In 2021, El Salvador became the first country in the world to use Bitcoin as legal tender. You don't need a sash to walk around dressed as cash like El Salvador.
Equatorial Guinea. Witness this imposing leader, a valuable presence in her community. This costume was made from a cocoa sack, a significant part of her people's past identity. The tribal mask symbolizes the multiple faces of what it means to be a woman in common. For a costume hack, try a cocoa sack like Equatorial Guinea.
Finland. This costume is called Spirit of the Forest and reflects the diversity of Finnish nature. Trees provide this delegate's country with safety, nutrition, and energy, so her message is clear. Stop deforestation. Lend a hand by protecting land in Finland.
France. This look is a tribute to Bastille Day. July 14th commemorates the storming of the Bastille, marking the end of the monarchy. Feathers from head to toe represent the country's national flag, the roster. Things got real when the storm got the Bastille. In France.
Germany. This national costume was inspired by German fashion designer Karl Lagerfeld. Chanel's creative director was an advocate for animal rights, just like this delegate. The piece recreates Lagerfeld's look with an endless number of Swarovski crystals. There was no finer fashion designer in Germany.
Ghana. This Women of Wonder costume is an elephant hybrid of royalty and courage. It features golden armor, a ball gown, and a trident depicting the bravery displayed by Ghana's first and only known female war leader. If you need someone to lead, call Ghana.
Great Britain. In 2022, Great Britain lost its much revered head of state, Queen Elizabeth. Her platinum reign from 1952 to 2022 inspired this national costume. It pays tribute to an incredible mother, wife, and role model. All hail the Queen, one of the greatest we've seen in Great Britain.
This costume depicts the goddess Hera. You'll notice Greek mythology, protector of family, has some peacocks by her side. The eyes with the wings aim to turn all the world's gaze on this costume. She's so amazing, you'll catch yourself gazing at Greece.
Guatemala. This national costume is an ode to Guatemala. As a foundation, it features the majestic pyramid El Gran Jaguar and the Mayan calendar. You'll also notice a jade necklace and the face of a jaguar, the universal symbol of Mayan culture. It's hard to ignore this jaguar's roar, Guatemala.
Haiti. This costume was inspired by Haiti's biodiversity, a representation of the country's natural bounty, vibrancy, and beauty. Their national tree, the royal palm, is a symbol of Haiti's political independence. Vibrant and free, like a royal palm tree, it's Haiti!
Get those horns ready for Honduras! This costume is an ode to Francisco Morazan, a Honduran politician in the 1800s whose objective was to keep all Central American countries united. This suit represents strength and empowerment. Fighting for unity when given the opportunity, Honduras!
Iceland. Earth's inhabitants continue to witness the devastating effects of climate change and global warming. Rafinder's costume reminds us, as a world, we must act now for a better future. She's taking a stand to stick up for her land. Iceland.
India. Ancient Romans referred to India as the Golden Bird, symbolizing the country's vast wealth. This mythical being was the inspiration for Dravita's national costume. Of course, India's true wealth lies in its deep spirituality and essence of unity in diversity. Looking vivid and bold as a bird made of gold, India.
Indonesia. This costume was inspired by the Carnival of Venice. This costume was inspired by the Indonesian motto, "At sea we are victorious." Early Indonesians were said to be the world's first sailors, so this look symbolizes navigating a strong, steady course through today's turbulent world. You will never fail when you set sail with Indonesia.
Italy. This costume was inspired by the Carnival of Venice. Since ancient times, Carnival allows anyone to be who they want to be without being judged. The dress is made of red silk adorned with gold and sequins applied by hand. There's no judgment here, so let out a cheer for Italy.
Jamaica. Meet Queen Nanny. She expertly commanded her people in the fight against oppression and for freedom against slave masters. As Jamaica celebrates 60 years of independence, we celebrate this female icon. This queen deserves to be seen. Jamaica.
Japan. This look is called Origami Senbazuru, or 1,000 paper cranes. It's a symbol of peace, and hundreds of cranes were made sustainably for this dress. The stick is also decorated with cranes, as you can see there, and the message is clear: no more war. May all war cease, so she can have peace in Japan.
This hanbok shows the beautiful Korean sunset and features elegant lines throughout. Magnificent colors flow through the 27 different layers of the skirt. The outfit has been naturally dyed with flowers and plants. Wherever she goes, her hanbok flows. Korea!
Kosovo. This costume is called the red kerchief. In Kosovan culture, when a woman gets married, a sad house is left behind. No food is prepared for 3 days, sad songs play, and a red handkerchief is placed on the daughter's face. The kerchief turns red when a woman gets wed in Kosovo.
Kazakhstan. The white swan is a symbol of pure and faithful love, so its image is used in this traditional bride costume. The designer felt the image of a gentle white swan emphasized this delegate's inner beauty and peace. She walks with pride as a white swan bride. Kazakhstan.
Laos. This costume represents different ethnic groups in Laos. The unity of the Lao people was conveyed through incorporated decorations. Featuring tribal fabrics and silk patterns, at the center of it all is the Lao flag. She jumped through hoops to rep Lao ethnic groups. It is Laos.
This look represents the cedar tree, which stands for Lebanon's land and resilience. The bodysuit is made of metal, characterizing a female warrior who believes in bringing strength to a war-torn country. It's refreshing to see a warrior tree like Lebanon.
Malaysia. This costume was inspired by the tallest mountain in Malaysia, Mount Kinabalu. The use of silver symbolizes slabs of granite along the mountain, while the costume was made out of recycled items, a reminder to be kind to the environment. For what it's worth, she cares about Earth, Malaysia.
Malta. The inspiration behind this costume is the lira, which was the official currency of Malta before being replaced by the euro. The dress depicts a banknote and a large back piece in the shape of a coin that depicts the country's coat of arms. Won't you join this incredible coin in Malta?
Mauritius. Just like New Orleans, Mauritius was once a French colony. This national costume brings that French heritage back, but with a modern twist, sophisticated crystals, and the tropical flair of Mauritius's national flower. If you enjoy France, you might want to glance at Mauritius.
Serenata Mexicana is inspired by the charro suit, a style of dress originated in Mexico. The costume is a mermaid cut made of chantilly with black embroidered sequins. A wide-brimmed hat and short jacket complete the look. In a charro suit and a harrow to boot, it's Mexico.
This look was woven with thread from the region known as Queen of Lotus and portrays the royal dressing style of Myanmar princesses. White and pink are the natural base colors of the glorious lotus flower. It's hard not to notice this glamorous lotus, Myanmar.
Namibia. The African fish eagle represents strength, dignity, and authority. It is Namibia's national bird and can be found on the country's coat of arms. Colors used in this costume symbolize resources distributed in Namibia, such as copper and gold. Looking regal as her home country's eagle, Namibia.
Nepal. This costume takes inspiration from Shakti, the dynamic feminine principle that is often personified as a goddess. It reminds us of our own strength and reiterates the fact that each woman is a boundless source of energy. You're not wrong if you think she's strong. Nepal.
Netherlands. This look was inspired by a Dutch treat called stroopwafel. This cookie with caramel is very popular in the Netherlands. The hat is a cup of tea which helps the stroopwafel melt, making it even more delicious. It's great when your skirt is also dessert like Netherlands.
Nicaragua! This detailed piece of art turned costume features the colors of the Nicaraguan flag. It's the personification of a woman, exalting the national flower as a symbol of patriotism and the struggle that reflects female empowerment. With grace and power, she's a flag and a flower, Nicaragua!
Nigeria. This look represents Ugo masquerade and embodies the mannerism and significance of Ugo bird. This African eagle is highly respected as it is pride, grace, and an aura of confidence as she lays her precious eggs. By now you have heard, she's one confident bird. Nigeria.
Norway. Norway is known for its natural beauty. This outfit, made from repurposed wedding dresses, symbolizes the Norwegian fjords in winter seen from outer space under the northern lights. The inspiration came from a photo released by NASA. Shining bright under northern lights, it's Norway.
This costume called Bridge of the World, Heart of the Universe highlights Panamanian culture. Body painting is a tradition of indigenous people and the heart on the flag symbolizes love for all people who visit the country. For those keeping track, she has a heart on her back. Panama!
Paraguay. This bold look pays homage to the Paraguay flag, the only one in the world that has two national coats of arms. The star in front represents hope, and the lion in back symbolizes bravery. It's okay to brag when you've got a great flag like Paraguay.
Behold the Amazonian dawn as sunlight rises over the Amazon. We celebrate women all over the world. Beautiful and bright as the sun, this costume was designed with recycled materials. Oh, what a sight to be recycled and bright like Peru!
Philippines! Darna is the ultimate Filipina superhero and part of this country's pop culture. She transformed from an ordinary woman with the help of a white stone, standing up for those who cannot defend themselves. Have no fear, because Darna is here in the Philippines.
This look was inspired by Polish national colors. The white fabric, meaning loyalty and honor, is intertwined with red poppies. Red stands for love, sacrifice, and courage. The poppy flower symbolizes Poland's struggle for independence. Her country fought for the right to wear red and white. Poland.
Portugal. This costume celebrates St. Peter's Night, a Portuguese summer festival. In the city where Telma was born, this look was considered mainstream from the 1920s through the 60s. None of the saints would have any complaints about Portugal.
Puerto Rico. This look was inspired by Puerto Rico's Arecibo Observatory Radio Telescope. Built to study the Earth's inner sporic, the telescopic was the largest in the world until 2016. The costume celebrates the scientific community. We think it's dope to be a large telescope like Puerto Rico.
Russia. This national costume celebrates Russia's royal era and features a velvet dress decorated with precious stones and pearls, plus a crown of the Russian Empire. The look was created in collaboration with the Hermitage State Museum in St. Petersburg. This look stays loyal to times that were royal in Russia.
We are witnessing a modern-day Queen of Margaret Flower Festival. This costume, made of tulle and sparkly sheer fabric, has beadwork throughout. A modern corset and a bag decorated with flowers completes the look. We could spend hours talking about the flowers with St. Lucia.
Seychelles. Behold the payunke, a tropical bird found in Seychelles. The name means straw in the tail, a reference to its prominent tail streamers. This delegate's country is working hard to protect the species, as they're only found in a few Indian Ocean islands. You just can't fail with a prominent tail like Seychelles.
Using 3D printing technology, we present the national flower of Singapore, the Vanda Miss Joachim orchid. The 5 petals of the orchid compose the unmistakable silhouette of the island of Karis's home country. She would never settle for just one petal. Singapore!
Slovak Republic. This national costume is an ode to blueprinting, the practice of dyeing fabrics with indigo. Blueprinting is an important Slovakian technique, as well as a European tradition of textile decoration. Repping blue, it's what you do in Slovak Republic.
South Africa. Behold the celebration celebration of Nadawi's strong South African heritage. The costume was made using vibrant colors reflective of our country's nation rainbow. The wings showcase flight and represent ascension of African women in the world. She couldn't hide her national pride, South Africa.
Spain. This look represents flamenco, the national dance of Spain. The costume was inspired by the colors of the Spanish flag and is an ode to the passion and culture of her country's people. If flamenco's the answer, then check out this dancer, Spain.
Switzerland. This national costume celebrates chocolate in all its splendor. A light veil surrounds the fruity part of the dress, which is represented by colored pearls. The shoulders are an ode to cocoa leaves, without which the chocolate would never exist. If you're a loco for cocoa, check out Switzerland.
Thailand. This look was inspired by one of the 7 goddess daughters who's part of a festival celebrating Thailand's New Year. The dress is a hand-woven fabric complemented by a silver bowl like the ones used to splash water during the festival. I bet this goddess daughter will drink Miss Universe water, Thailand.
The Bahamas. In 1973, the islands of Bahamas gained independence. On that night, a flag was raised into the Bahamian sky and the historic Clifford Park was surrounded by fireworks. Tonight, this delegate celebrates 50 years of independence. Let those fireworks fly way up in the sky in the Bahamas.
Trinidad and Tobago. The history of her homeland's carnival is both varied and inspiring. It was born out of necessity, mockery, pride, and revolution. To celebrate all Carnival stands for, behold this educated jester wearing an embellished golden gown of layered strips of cloth. If you seek celebration, then head to her nation, Trinidad and Tobago.
This outfit was produced using recycled materials. Skirts and tails were made of garbage bag and the body and embroidery design come from recycled yarns and fabrics. The artists used the needle lace technique and a craft unique to Turkey. Turning trash into treasure is always a pleasure in Turkey.
Ukraine. This Warrior of Light costume symbolizes Ukraine's fight for freedom. The Warrior of Light protects her country like Archangel Michael, who is a guardian of soldiers and considered to be the patron of kids. the capital city. This warrior of light will help in their fight, Ukraine.
This costume is an ode to Candomblé, a style of music and dance that originated in Uruguay among the descendants of liberated African slaves. It represents the diversity of carnival, something that brings everyone together. Fans of music and dance, you should give this look a chance. Uruguay!
USA! When Americans stepped on the moon in 1969, it was one small step for man. Today, women are more involved as leaders in returning the U.S. to the moon. This delegate is representing NASA's Johnson Space Center in her hometown of Houston. Pretty soon, she'll be on the moon, USA!
Draws inspiration from the burgundy uniform used by athletes to represent Venezuela in international tournaments. Athletes have worn the color as a message that Venezuelan blood runs through their veins. She'll wear red on the coat to excel at her sport. Venezuela!
Vietnam! This costume was inspired by the image of a long-standing handicraft village located in the south of Vietnam. Associated with patriotic traditions and full of vitality, it is made entirely from a natural and environmentally friendly material. This earth-friendly look is top-notch in our book, Vietnam. What'd you guys think of those costumes? 84 accomplished contestants and 84 out-of-this-world national costumes. What a night, Harnaz. How about a hand for my fantastic co-host, by the way? She was great. The always delightful Harnaz.
Well, a big shout out to Lazada, the city of New Orleans, and all of you, the amazing fans.
Be sure to drink your Miss Universe water coming soon, and tune in to the Miss Universe telecast airing Saturday, January 14th, live on Roku. And of course, follow Miss Universe on social media for exclusive content. Thank you, and good night, everybody.
Society is changing, and it is up to us to decide to be the force for change and the force for good.
Being a force for good means that innately you are a force. So whatever that you do will have an impact.
believing in something and fighting for it, no matter what, no matter people's opinion.
We need to change, and it starts from us.
Force for Change is really about recognizing what is truly a problem around you, and it's about taking action.
On my last mission, I went for this program, and it is more focused on education. So if I were to buy something in Lazada, it would definitely be something that children can read, like for example, a book.
I work with children on the autism spectrum to provide them with behavioral therapy.
I believe we can all bring good to the world by realizing we all have a special gift to offer to the world, and it is up to us to unlock it. We all need to take responsibility to find our talent.
My main focus is on the LGBTQ community right now because that's something that's very close to my heart.
I've been working with an organization on the island against gender violence. We've built a shelter, not only to take them in, but also to educate them and empower them to go back into society.
Now with my community, I'm talking about mental health. I think that no one should be ashamed about talking about the way that they feel.
Taking care of ourselves and be kind to ourselves is including taking care of our skin, because when our skin is flawless, we will feel fabulous and confident. So Lazada gave me a platform of selecting a variety of skincare products, which make it so much easier.
When I hear the term force for good, I think about Miss Universe. All of us together, we are so strong, and we are a force for good because we are impacting the society. We are impacting the world at a larger scale.
We need to stand together and work hard because we are much stronger together than we are as individuals.